All right, man. Welcome back. It is podcast number 5, the Boddy D Show, Double D Podcast. We haven't officially changed the name yet, but that's what it eventually will be. The Boddy D Show, Double D Podcast. It's our dangerous and dirty or down and dirty podcast, however you want to look at it. Again, our featured musical guest this week is Prong Paw, and we actually had a chance to talk to the frontman, Nick Williams, and that's what we've got for you now. Check it out. It's our interview with frontman Nick from Prong Paw. And we are back. It's the Boddy D Show podcast. We've already heard one song from our featured musical guest in the podcast, and that is Prong Paws. And now we're going to talk to the frontman, Nick. Please welcome to the podcast, Nick. Nick, how are you today, man?
Good, man.
And
got up and hanging out.
All right, so let's talk about the band first of all. Now, am I correct in saying that you guys just got signed to Twisted Hillbilly Records? Is that right?
Yeah, we're still in the process of the deal. Nothing's been signed yet, but it's a good possibility.
And is there a lot of excitement that comes with that, or I mean, how are you feeling about that whole thing?
We've been pretty good about it. I mean, they're a new label, so that's good, and they're a smaller label, which is good. So hopefully we can get, top priority, and they'll put us at the top of the roster, and maybe we'll get out there a little more.
So let's talk about Prong Paws. How long have you guys been a band, and what's the band up to right now?
We've been a band for about 12 years. We've been together since like 98. Right now, that's basically what we're doing is we're preparing to record a full length. We had never recorded a full length yet. We've got 3 CDs, and they're all like EPs. Our first one we recorded in 98, and that's got 4 songs on it. You can't really find that anywhere. And then we got 2 others. The second one was a self-titled, which we recorded in Florida, and that's got 5 songs on it. And then our last one that we recorded in 2005 was got 6 songs on it. We recorded that in Florida also. But yeah, that's all we've been really doing lately is kind of writing new material for the full length. We want to have a lot of songs on. We have like 12, 13 on there, so getting prepared for that.
Now, do you plan to tour behind the newest work?
Yeah, there might be a couple week tour here and there, like sporadic type tours here and there, but nothing like major rager unless we get some sort of money backing us to support us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Now, when you guys have started in '98, so like you said, you've been doing this about 12 years. How much have you guys toured before? And when you do tour, where do you go and where can people find you while you're touring?
We haven't really ever toured because of financial reasons. I mean, it's expensive to tour, number one, and with the gas prices and everything. And but usually when we do play shows, it's usually tri-state area. It's usually like Michigan and Indiana and Ohio and Chicago. We haven't really been to New York or anything like that. And we played a couple times in Florida when we were down there recording, so that's about it. So yeah, we really do want to get out there a little bit more and do a little bit more live things out there.
So why was the recording in Florida? I guess that's the next question. It sounds like you guys do a lot of your playing up in the tri-state area, but you record in Florida. Why is that?
Well, we got hooked up through when we were recording our second CD. We actually started recording it in Lansing here in Michigan, and I wasn't really happy with the way things were going. And we actually got hooked up through a band called Summon that we know up here, who was recording in Florida with a guy named Jason Sukoff at Audio Hammer Studios, and he's actually recorded Trivium, one of Trivium's albums, and he recorded a God Forbid album and a few other people. But we got hooked up through him in 2002 or so, and we just really liked his recordings, and that's what we wanted. We wanted somebody that knew how to record metal in a versatile way, and someone that could help us along, and that's basically what we did. So we went down there, and we ended up scrapping all the stuff we recorded up here and going down there and recording the self-titled CD, and then we went back 3 years later and recorded another 6 songs with him down there. And I think being there with him, he's a really good he's got a really good ear for music, and he really knows his way around a studio. And Jason Sukoff, and we learned a lot from him. Especially, me, I was there like a lot, 100% of the time. And now we kind of we got our own setup now at home, and now we know what to expect in the studio. We learned a lot from him, and now we know what to expect, and from a professional standpoint, and how to achieve what we want to sound like.
And what about you personally? Where do you draw your musical influences? Like, where did you go? You heard something, you go, you know what, man, I want to do music. This is what my life's got to be about.
I don't know. I guess maybe it was just born into me. I mean, a lot of my family's into music. I don't know. I always had a guitar laying around when I was a kid, so my dad had, so I always picked it up, and I just remember hearing Guns N' Roses when I was really young, and going, oh, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to, be like. And I don't know. I just kept doing it. It's just something that drove me. And eventually things started getting heavier. I started getting into thrash metal and things like that, and death metal, and then I got a little older and got a little more versatile with my music, and I don't know. It's just something that you're born with, I think. I don't know.
I think that's accurate. I can definitely agree with that. Now, if somebody's listening to the podcast and they want to know more about Six Prong Paws, where can they go to find out more information about the band?
You can put our name in any search engine, and you'll find numerous information about us. We got a Facebook page. We got a MySpace page. We used to have a website, but we took that down about 4 years ago because really no one was going to our regular website. Everybody was going to MySpace then, and now it's Facebook and all the trendy little sites they got now. And so, but yeah, you can put our name in the search engine, and you can find our songs pretty much anywhere that you can download music. We're on iTunes, we're on Rhapsody, we're on all those. So just do some search, and you'll find a bunch of information.
All right, Nick, we thank you so much for coming on the show and talking with us, and we'll look forward to hearing more of your music here in the future, and of course we'll link our fans to your web pages.
All right, thanks.
Thanks so much, Nick. Again, the name of the band is Six Prong Paws, and we have another song from them right now. Stay right here. This is the Bobby D Show podcast.